Freeze up, but don't you worry, I'm prepared. I know what I'm doing, and I'm going to drop you some absolutely fantastic stats on the referees today, as well as every single player that is playing today. And this afternoon's clash in Somerset, Will Henry, of course, is in goal. A back four of Luke Haynes and Nat Williams, are centre-halves, and the two full-backs come wing-backs of Alex Bray and Tyreek Johnson. Midfield three of Tom Mayhew, Joe Andrews, and you guessed it, Luke Spokes, and a front three for the Bluebirds of Leon 𝗛𝗏𝗏, Will Dawes and Harry Parsons. On the bench for the Bluebirds today, they've got a full complement of 5 available substitutes: Lewis Colwell, Jack Poffley, Tom Owen Evans, Will King and Matt McClure. Luke Haynes, the Bluebirds captain today, and Emlyn Lewis is the Weston-super-Mare captain, as you can hear by probably a bit of the uproar from the ground. Well, Weston will get us underway. Chippenham kicking from left to right at the start of this first half. Weston with the kick-off, and they go backwards. They're shooting from right to left. Long centre-half just clears long. Chippenham just keep it very nicely. Knock it backwards towards Will Henry, who's just going to ship it forward. Finds the chest of Alex Bray, just a couple of metres in front of our commentary position. Dawes takes it over the halfway line. Short pass into Harry Parsons, who goes backwards, but Chippenham building nicely with a diagonal ball now from Spokes over to the left-hand side that finds Tyreek Johnson, whose left-footed touch kills it dead. Cross comes in. Harry Parsons with a touch from the 6-yard box. And just shy of 2 minutes into this game, Chippenham have a big chance. Harry Parsons from probably about 8 or 9 yards out fizzed low at him. He applauds the cross from Tyreek Johnson. Keeper more than 40 yards away from his own goal, but Harris had to come and get that right, and did. Chippenham throw on the left-hand side could find Mayhew towards the corner flag, keeps it in play, cuts it back. Johnson with the cross towards Will Dawes, whose header is low, and his header is in! Brilliant header from Will Dawes, not the tallest player in Chippenham's team by any means, but again, the Chippenham danger coming from that left-hand side. Tyreek Johnson, pinpoint cross. Will Dawes didn't have the easiest header in the world, heads it down into the ground, and the header just beats Harris in the... With Haynes, steps on the ball before finding an orthodox centre-half of Joe Andrews over to the left now with Nat Williams, left-footed, just chips the ball forward, could find Parsons on the edge of the box. Parsons with a low shot that is just again wide off the post, but again another insightful ball from a Chippenham Town player that absolutely cut through the Western defenders. A few hands went up in the air from the Western centre-halves. A question of offside. Right now with Lewis, keeping it on the deck. Can find Chamberlain. Twisting and turning, still only about 15 or 20 yards inside of the Chippenham half are Western. Now with Chamberlain midway through again, but Chippenham's pressure is well. Jagger Kane can find Pearson towards the edge of the area. Low left-footed shot that is palmed away by Will Henry. Ruben Reid has the chance, but it's again another double save from Will Henry to keep it out. Ball is still in the penalty area now with Pearson. Low cross finds Jagger Kane on the penalty spot. Pass one, post deflected. Is it going to stay past the post? Alex Bray can keep it in play anyway. And it's another piece of defensive superbity from Chippenham defenders, and now defence could turn into attack with Alex Bray on this right-hand side, twisting, turning, and still running. Parsons down in the centre circle, now back up onto his feet, and a good challenge in from Kadji stops Alex Bray and actually wins his side a throw-in. Backwards towards Will Henry, 5 yards or so outside the edge of his penalty area. And now Haynes, waiting for options to materialise, and the two centre-halves had momentarily swapped over as the back four so far in this game have worked very well, and now 𝗛𝗏𝗏 could find the ball towards Parsons inside the penalty area. Harry Parsons, left-footed, chips it over the top of the goalkeeper, and most importantly, into the top of the net. Chippenham Town double their advantage, and again another, what have we said today, another insightful ball just cuts straight through the Western defence. Harry Parsons amongst in the goals again, left-footed, just almost dinks it over the top of the goalkeeper. Harris caught in two minds, whether to stay, whether to go, and I know the clash was on earlier. He should have stayed. Central centre half of Joe Andrews, who dropped in. Just acting as the Picasso today of Andrews. Stolen about 20 yards and bowls the ball out to Mayhew on the left-hand side. Ball at the feet of Tyreek Johnson, left-footed cross. Finds Will Dawes, who hits the post, does he? He puts it wide for sure. I'm not sure whether he hit the post or hit an advertising hoarding, but it was all from about 8 yards out or so and just went wide. It was a couple of inches maybe wide if it did go. Small jog. It will be. Chippenham to get us back underway. Harry Parsons just rolls it straight back towards Will Henry, other side of his penalty area, towards Luke Spokes, who doesn't quite win. Rash clearance finds Spokes in the middle of the park, and his pass is also rushed. Parsons gets away from Jagger Kane and gives a little bit of push afterwards. A bounce ball could find Ruben Reid on the edge of the penalty box. He's going to look to go round Will Henry. Does go round Will Henry and puts the ball into the back of the net. Weston have got themselves a goal back, and it was almost as Chippenham had done. It was an insightful ball through on goal, and Ruben Reid was... So Tyreek Johnson's going to have the opportunity to throw in. He does throw in towards Harry Parsons on the edge of the box, who beats one man or two men with a lovely little turn, twisting turn and corner of the penalty box, find Dawes on the edge of the 18, goes for a shot that is equally matched by the goalkeeper. Is it going to be kept in play? No, it isn't. It goes out for a corner. In fact, no, it doesn't. It does stay in play. Will Dawes in the penalty area again. Low clipped cross towards the far post. The sneaks in the back of the net. Will Dawes, unbelievable stuff, picks up his brace. It catches Western players and the Western goalkeeper at 6s and 7s, and it's a 10 out of 10 for Chippenham Town's number 17. It's a brace for Will Dawes. Chippenham Town have 3, and against all the odds in this second half, Chippenham restore their 2-goal buffer. Wow. Over to the right hand side is Chippenham. What a look at it. It is going to go over towards that right, and it'll be the header of Will Dawes, who does grab a hold of it. Header comes in from Kieran Thomas, and then Ruben Reid can find Coulson and can now find Pearson on the right hand side, just about in the penalty area. A low shot that finds the feet of Will Henry initially, and then into the grateful arms of Will Henry, who bowls it out. 14 minutes or so left to play in this match. It is Chippenham who lead by 3-1. Weston on the edge of the box now with Sam Pearson, short ball that can find Reid, a deflected shot that cannons off either the post or the crossbar, maybe even both. Luke Haynes diving low towards the feet of Ruben Reid to make sure he got a block on it. It's probably on target from Reid from a tight angle on the right hand side. But Chippenham defending with their lives again. There'll be another corner with shirt on. Is now being told to sat back down. Will Henry's long goal kick straight onto the head of Lewis Colwell, but it's gone the other way, and the ball is punted out to the ground. And that's exactly where Chippenham Town will be heading, with all 3 points, 3 goals and 3 points. And what a way to start 2025 for Chippenham Town. 12 minutes it took for the Bluebirds to break the 2025 deadlock. Will Dawes with a smart header after a clever cross from Tyreek Johnson on the left-hand side. Harry Parsons would double the Bluebirds' advantage just 17 minutes later after a lovely little ball and an even better finish from the left foot of Harry Parsons over the top of Max Harris. Half-time would come, half-time would go, and Weston would come out of the firing blocks. Ruben Reid's strike after going round Will Henry just 3 minutes into the second half would give Chippenham a little bit of cause for concern, but it would be a much bigger cause if 6 minutes later Will Dawes hadn't have gone down the other end and chipped the goalkeeper with an exquisite piece of play and found the back of the net. A brace for him, a first brace in Chippenham colours, and has tripled his goal tally today and has given Chippenham all 3 points on the first day of 2025 and a resounding away day victory against the side who sat in the playoff positions